This is the second annual Masters of the Industry, where we acknowledge top CEOs, entrepreneurs, business professionals in Jacksonville and the First Coast. We appreciate you coming. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Thank you. First of all, I want to ask for forgiveness for being a little late here, but can we bow our heads, please? Father God, we thank you for the food we're about to receive. We ask you to bless the ones who are less fortunate than us. We ask you for all these things. In Jesus' name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this point in time, I'd like to introduce the MC for this evening. The Girl Gone Green is a 501c3 nonprofit organization formed in 2007 by broadcast meteorologist Julie Watkins in an effort to make positive difference in three key areas: the environment, animal treatment, and human health. Julie feels all three issues are tied together and that one directly had indirectly impact the other two. Welcome this time, Julie from Fox 30.
How are you? You guys excited? Ready to get some awards, prizes, new cars? Are you giving any of that stuff away? All right, I'm going to start off by introducing our next speaker, and we'll keep this night flowing. But let me go through his bio so you guys know exactly what he's all about before he comes up here. He's born in Nigeria. Ethelbert Nwanegbo earned his bachelor's degree in accounting from the University of Port Harcourt, where he graduated with honors. He furthered his education here in Jacksonville, where he obtained his master's in business administration. Am I talking too loud? I feel like, okay. Where he, his master's in business administration and master's of accountancy from UNF. Furthermore, he is a licensed member of Institute of Management Consultants, American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, and Association of Certified Fraud Examiners. Mr. Nwanegbo has been working in the internal and external consulting and financial advising fields for over a decade now. He enjoys working with both large and small businesses, where his passion is to help develop companies to their full potential, strategizing their growth, aligning their process with their value propositions, and improving organizations' business flow and creating capital resources. Now, Mr. Nwanegbo worked for several Fortune 500 companies, including Everbank and Leading Processing Services. He has since gone on to become one of the region's emerging entrepreneurs and business leaders. He is the founder and president of Powerhouse Anchor Management Consulting, Inc., and under his own name, Mr. Nwanegbo has published numerous articles for a variety of resources on topics as financing, accounting, management, taxes, fraud prevention, strategizing growth, improving business process, and more. And 3 years ago, Mr. Nwanegbo launched his own regional business publication, Entrepreneurs Anchor magazine. Under his leadership, as its publisher and as its editor-in-chief, the magazine has expanded to the internet, where it can be seen at entrepreneursanchor.com. And the publication website continues to gain prominence and recognition, expanding its number of print and online subscription, as well as its distribution throughout the region. So please, everybody, big warm welcome for Mr. Ethelbert Nwanegbo.
Good evening. You guys don't sound happy. Come on. Good evening. Are you guys happy? If you're happy to be here, I want you to give yourself a round of applause, please. As Mike rightly said, this is the second annual Masters of the Industry Award. And we're not here to just celebrate the winners of this award, but we're also here to encourage, people like us that are aspiring to be like the winners of these Masters of the Industry Awards tonight. But there's something that always, I would say, makes sense to me when I think of where I want to be in life, looking at my upbringing, where I started and where I know I'm heading to. People say that it's not the night. When you go through a night, that is not what makes you, but your ability to stay and see the dawn of the morning. That's why they say that he that must see the dawn of the morning must first go through the night. So some of the award winners tonight, I can tell you that some of them have gone through the night. The night could be, trying to fine-tune their strategies and make things work. The night could also be trying to source for funds to grow their business. And the night could also be trying to make sure that you get the right employees to actually, get your business going the right way. Though we're going to celebrate you tonight, and we say that, okay, well, here is the dawn of your money. As you rightly know, when the money comes, that is not the end of the day. So I'm going to tell you that while we celebrate you tonight, your journey has just begun. And for some of us that are aspiring to be like you, there's one thing that we hold true, that our vision lives. If you don't create life, life creates you. And if you don't make life, life makes you. So at the end of the day, all you're looking at, is yourself. And you have to define yourself. So as we look up to you, you have made it. You have journeyed so far, and you are here today to receive the award. We want to be like you. And as you rightly know, it's a business growth does not happen in a vacuum. We need you to be like you. That means if you don't trade, if you don't support the smaller companies cannot grow to be like you. At the end of the day, the journey so far is not the past, but it's the present and the future. So for some of us that want to be like you, there's one thing that we hold so true. That is, if we hold on to the vision that we have, if we hold on to the strategy that creates our vision, if we hold on to the objectives that multiplies and makes our vision come true, we surely be like you. So tonight, we're not here just to celebrate the success, because we know that it's not in the success that you find the best experience. Your best experience lies in the hard times, like when you go through hard times. So the hard times, like we know, the economy, we all say is bad, everybody's complaining, the economy is bad, we can't make ends meet, businesses are suffering. But this is the time that you test your strategy. This is the time that you look at your vision, your objectives, your goals, and begin to fine-tune them. This is the time that you entrepreneurs look at yourself and look at your gaps and say, okay, well, after completing my gap analysis, I need to actually fix certain things in a certain way. I say that to myself as well. The last publication that we published, I was saying in my page that, sometimes business owners, we tend to focus our attention on the employees. But we ourselves, sometimes we are the problem. We waste time. We spend time looking at unnecessary reports. But today, our goal is to pay attention to those things that we know can bring that future, that can also bring that vision that we have to reality. So what I'm here to say tonight is, if you've made it to the top 3 of the nominees in each category, I want to tell you a big thank you, and I want to say congratulations. Please, I want you to really give a huge round of applause to the top 3 of this award, tonight, please. And I want to say to some of you, you may be aspiring to be an entrepreneur. You may be aspiring to create something from nothing. You may be aspiring to be that thing that you're not at the moment. But there's something that holds true. If you have that vision, if you have that passion, if you have that mindset to fight, your goal is achievable. Good night, I will say welcome and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Now we show a videotape of the vision of Entrepreneur Anchor, then and now.
To give you a little overview of Entrepreneur's Anchor magazine, the content of the magazine is meant to inspire, educate, and be a resource tool to business owners. Our content is known to be actionable, relevant, and resourceful. With more than 15,000 copies published bi-monthly, Entrepreneurs Anchor becomes a resource for your marketing campaign. Your target market are readers, and that is why we need you. We help you bridge the gap between your marketing campaign effort and your target market. So when you are planning your marketing campaign, consider Entrepreneurs Anchor as a good resource tool. The magazine has gone through a lot of transformation from the first issue to our current issue. The content of the magazine was about 48 pages the first time we launched out, but today the magazine is 72 pages and ready to be sold or retailed at different stores in Jacksonville and throughout the First Coast. So thank you so much for your help. Without you, we couldn't have done it. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to recognize our sponsors and vendors: Comcast Business Class, Orange Park Cadillac, Community First Credit Union, Jacksonville Jaguars, Smartbox, Goldwing Aviation, Waddell Reed, Legal Shear, Currington Group, Sykes and Stowe, AJ Reese Clothiers, Rochelle Valentine Consulting, Extreme Local Rugs, and Girls Gone Green. Let's give our sponsors a round of applause. And also, special thanks, gold sponsor, Beaver Street Enterprise, Powerhouse Anchor, bronze sponsor, Make It Happen Bell Bond, Harper Law Firm, and Jacksonville Jaguars. I'd like to bring on the stage right now the chairperson of Miller Electric, Ron Autry. Introduction to the guest speaker.
Thank you, and thank you again to the sponsors, because frankly we wouldn't be here without them. They create the commerce that creates the money and the profits that make these types of events possible. So thank you, and give yourself another round of applause. You know, I've known Wally Lee a number of years, and we're very good friends. And I wish that I could give a casual, informal introduction of him and tell you what a great guy he is, and he's the kind of guy you'd like to have a beer with, and he is. And I can tell you what a wonderful person he is and how successful he's been. But he's going to receive an award tonight, and it's a very important award, and it relates to his lifetime of achievement. So I can't really, make a joke about it or be casual about it, because it's very important, because it's unlikely that he would get more than one award that celebrated his entire lifetime. If you open the paper and read the obituaries, they squeeze it into like a 2-inch column. You can't get all that in there. I mean, and I had to cut, his biography in half just to present it to you tonight, because he has achieved so much over his career as a chamber executive. So we're going to do it the hard way, but I know you'll work with me, because I'm going to, refer to some notes and tell you some things with long sentences and multiple syllable words, and you're only going to, connect with about 17% of it, as the professionals tell me, and you'll only remember maybe 3%. But what you will remember is what a great career Wally Lee has had, and what an impact he has had on business and entrepreneurship. And later in the evening, I want to talk a little more about commerce and the Chamber of Commerce and entrepreneurship. Wally Lee retired recently, but was previously president and CEO of one of the country's largest, most influential chambers of commerce for 24 years. known today as the Jax Chamber. Wally is a contributing writer to the United States Chamber of Commerce and their publications. He has also served as chairman of the Board of Regents at the University of Georgia's Institute for Organizational Management. Those are those long sentences I told you about. His civic involvement includes Leadership Jacksonville, the Jax Chamber Foundation, HabiJax, Jacksonville University's Institute of Public Policy, Edward Waters College, the Jacksonville Symphony, JCCI, the UNF, Coggin College of Business, the Arthritis Foundation, the North Florida Leukemia Society, the Gator Bowl, Leadership Florida, and most recently the Board of Trustees of Florida State College at Jacksonville Foundation. The list is actually much longer than that. Mr. Lee presently serves as the chairman of the Board of Directors of the Florida Coastal School of Law, and also as chairman of the Downtown Marketing Collaborative in Jacksonville. Wally received his Bachelor of Arts degree in history from Furman University. He also attended the Theological Seminary at Wake Forest. In 1999, the Florida Chamber of Commerce named Wally Lee the Professional of the Year. He received a similar award from the South Carolina Association of Chamber Executives. He is past board member of the American Association of Chamber Executives and served as the chair of the Florida Association of Chamber Professionals. Stay with me, this is important. Prior to coming to Jacksonville, he was president of the Mobile, Alabama Chamber and also the Spartanburg, South Carolina Chamber of Commerce. Wally Lee created the highly acclaimed Small Business Center in Jacksonville and was directly involved in the establishment of the highly successful Women's Business Center in Jacksonville as well. In 1993, the Chamber, under Lee's leadership, helped facilitate the sale of $75 million of club seats in just 10 days to encourage the award of an NFL franchise in Jacksonville known as the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he played a huge part and deserves a hand for that right now. In economic development, he led the creation of Cornerstone, now known as Jax USA Partnership, which has provided the leadership in targeting business, recruitment, and high-wage jobs for the 7-county region in North Florida. In 2010, Wally Lee was inducted as a member of the Florida First Coast Business Hall of Fame. He helped formulate It's Uncool to Miss School, a campaign to encourage students to attend the first day of school. The results of that program have been staggering. He also helped establish career academies in local high schools to better prepare students for future job opportunities. He received numerous civic awards during his professional tenure, including being named Person of the Year by not one but multiple organizations, including the Jacksonville JCs, the Florida Baptist Children's Home, the Arthritis Foundation, and most recently, the Police Athletic League, where Wally was duly roasted in front of hundreds of his friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and honor that I present to you this evening's speaker, Mr. Wally Lee.
Thank you, Ron. I only wish you could have made that a little longer. I was catching a little nap there. But seriously, Ron is one of my dearest friends, and I'm grateful for those very kind but lengthy words, or lengthy but kind words. I want to thank Entrepreneurs Anchor Magazine for inviting me to make some remarks tonight and to share a few thoughts about my 40 years in the work of business, drawing on those 40 years of experience to provide you with some things that I've learned working with businesses of all sizes, from micro businesses to small businesses, all the way up to the largest of businesses. I've been really blessed over those years to have worked with some extraordinary entrepreneurs, and Ron Autry is one of them. Ron and I are the kinds of we're the kinds of friends who like to pick on each other and kid each other and bust each other's chops on a regular basis. But he is an exemplary entrepreneur. He took his company. When he became the CEO of his company, they were doing $80 million a year, and this was just a few years ago. After 5 years, his company was doing $325 million a year in sales. Now that deserves a round of applause. I also want to recognize an entrepreneur by the name of Harry Frisch, who is here represented tonight by another entrepreneur, his Chief Operating Officer, Lathan Brigman. Lathan? Harry Frisch came to the United States from Europe in the, I believe, the early 50s. His mother was here. She had established a small fish stand over on Beaver Street, and Harry had been a refugee during World War II. He was an Austrian, or is an Austrian Jew, who was pursued and persecuted by the Nazis, came to this country in the early 50s, joined his mother's fish stand on Beaver Street, and today Beaver Street Fisheries, under Harry Frisch's leadership, and he's almost 90 years old but goes to work every single day. They do almost $1 billion a year in sales. You talk about an entrepreneur. So I've been a professional in the Chamber of Commerce industry for about 40 years, I've already alluded. And while a Chamber of Commerce is not a business, it's a 501c6 not-for-profit business league under the Federal Revenue Code. It operates in many respects like a business. We have to provide services and goods and products to our members. At the end of the year, we hope to end the year with more money in the bank than we began the year. There's some differences. Chambers of Commerce operate in a very collaborative, consensus development sort of way. We don't declare profits or dividends, but we have to operate by business principles. So over the years, I've learned a lot from leading Chambers of Commerce. I've learned a lot from the people who have been my members in those Chambers of Commerce. And I want to just mention briefly a few of the lessons that I've learned and share them with you tonight, and hopefully they will mean something to you. First of all, you lead from a platform of integrity. Without that, your business is not going to long survive. And integrity means you need to be focused on quality and on excellence and on delivering high value for the dollars given to you. Secondly, you listen. You be open to ideas that are new. Be open to what the marketplace is telling you. Ask the right questions. So many entrepreneurs, small business people, not to mention large business people, think they have all the answers. They need to ask the questions. A comedian who was very popular in my youth was someone named Steve Allen. Brilliant man, actually. Steve Allen once said, "There is in this world of ours a tremendous surplus of answers, but a real shortage of questions." And illustrative of that is a scene from a movie that was popular in the 1970s before many of you were born. It was a series of movies actually called The Pink Panther, starring the late Peter Sellers. How many of you, just for curiosity, ever saw any of those old Peter Sellers Pink Panther movies? So quite a few of you. I can remember Inspector Clouseau being played by Peter Sellers. He was that unctuous detective who was basically pretty stupid, but trying to act pretty smart. And he walked into a hotel in Bavaria, behind the registration desk of which was the Bavarian hotel innkeeper. And in front of the registration desk was a small dog about the size of a Yorkshire Terrier, about yay high. Well, Inspector Clouseau looks at the innkeeper as the innkeeper is smoking his Bavarian pipe, and he says, "Sir, you're a dig? Does your dig, bitch?" And the innkeeper puffs on his pipe and he says, "No, my dog doesn't bite." And so Clouseau reaches down to pet the little terrier on the floor, and as he does so, the dog almost bites his hand off. And he drew back and he said, "You said your dog didn't bite." And the innkeeper's response was, "That isn't my dog." So it's a perfect example of asking the wrong question. Got the right answer to the wrong question. Learn to ask good questions. And I will tell you that when you ask good questions and you listen to the answers, you will inevitably be led to innovation. And that's the next thing I want to say is important, is innovation. It's an essential ingredient to sustainability in business. Harvard Business School professor Rosabeth Moss Kanter features in her book World Class, the name of the book is World Class, a community-wide quality in the workplace program started by the Spartanburg Area Chamber of Commerce when I was president there. This program started as a result of me going out one day to the head of Monsanto, a large manufacturing facility in upstate South Carolina, and listening to Ron Allen, who is the manager of that 1,000-employee manufacturing plant, say, "Wally, we've got to do something in this country and in South Carolina about the quality of the workforce we have here and the quality of the processes we use to make goods. The Japanese are beating us at our own game." And so as a result of that, we put together an Edwards Deming program of quality improvement that encompassed literally dozens of the large manufacturing and middle-sized manufacturing and smaller manufacturing companies in Spartanburg. And that program was featured in Rosabeth Moss Kanter's book, World Class. As a result of that program, Spartanburg attracted any number of international companies that are still operating there today. It's a proof that astute listening can create opportunities to innovate, which can have profound health on companies and communities. The next lesson I would tell you is think big. Too often small companies stay that way because their owners have no ability to think outside the box. The Old Testament prophet wrote, "The people perish where there is no vision." The same is true of business. Businesses perish where there is no out-of-the-box thinking, no big thinking. Former Chamber Vice President Anna Valent and I are starting a business, and we're fortunate to have an excellent advisory board, 4 of whom are here tonight. I'd like to ask them to stand as I call their names. There's Ron Autry, from whom you just heard his lengthy introduction. Lathan Brigman with Beaver Street Fisheries. Allison Lee, who also happens to double as my wife, and Andrew Russell, who is the local head of Certus Bank. Among the others who are on the board of Anna's company and mine is Peter Rummel. You may be familiar with Peter. He was CEO of Disney Imagineering and later CEO and retired as CEO of St. Joe Company, a major development organization. At a board planning session of our company earlier this week, Peter asked Anna and me, "Is this a hobby or is it a business?" Well, our response was, well, it's a business, actually. Too often, folks approach business as though it's a hobby, and they constrain themselves by small-time thinking. My admonition to you, and I say this from 40 years experience working with business people, successful and not so successful, large and small, is to think big.
No, I don't have a video for that.
And to think big will ensure your success, assuming
Enterprise integration and then Transtar.
the fundamentals like integrity and listening and innovation are also in place. Can't think big without having integrity, or think big without being good at listening and good at innovating, and expect to be very long successful. But thinking big is an integral part of your success. One of my favorite quotes is by the German philosopher Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, who said, "Dream no small dreams,
Enterprise,
and think no small thoughts,
only one.
for they have no power to move the hearts of men." A more contemporary version of Goethe's comment
And the next one
would be for him to say, "For they have no power to move the hearts of people." Men and women, of course. This philosophy applies to business, undoubtedly. And the final thing I would suggest to you that I've observed that leads to successful business is to apply the principles found in the late Stephen Covey's masterpiece of business literature, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. That book is more than 20 years old, but it is priceless, it is classic, and the principles therein are extraordinary, and if you apply them, it'll take you a long way to business success. And those principles, just as a reminder, are be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first, think win-win, seek first to understand, then to be understood, synergize and sharpen the saw.
Okay.
Each one of those principles would be the opportunity for a 45-minute to an hour talk. If you don't understand what I mean by those principles, do yourself a favor, get the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or go home tonight and Google it and read a summary online. That advice is extraordinary. Let me assert that too many businesses fail and too many enterprises sub-optimize their enterprises by failing to apply the lessons that I've enumerated. Ron Autry, my buddy, tells the story he heard from Gate Petroleum founder Herb Payton, also an extraordinary entrepreneur, about the quarterback of a South Georgia high school football team who was leading his team in the big rivalry versus a team from a neighboring South Georgia town. Big annual rivalry. The quarterback's team was down by 4. The quarterback's team, however, had the ball. Time was short. The quarterback took the snap. He saw an opening. He ran through the hole, and he was within 10 15 yards of the goal line, and he sensed that the game was won, and he began to prance and put on a little Broadway Joe and to do a little showboating as he went toward the goal line. And finally, he tripped on his own feet, he fell, lost control of the ball, time expired, and the team that had the game sewn up on that last play lost the game. Herb Payton calls that self-tackleization. So I would admonish you not to be guilty of self-tackleization. And in conclusion, make every effort in your business to avoid self-tackleization by leading with integrity, listening and innovating, thinking big and out of the box, and practicing those 7 habits that you can read about in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Thank you very much. I appreciate your attention.
All right. We're going to move on now to giving out some of the awards. And in between announcing, what the category is, we're going to show some videos and announce some winners. And when you guys come up here to collect your award, I think we've got at least about 10 to give away, so if you can maybe keep the speech down to a minute. No Wally Lee speeches, right? But thank you, Mr. Wally Lee. That was wonderful. We do appreciate you being here. And then, so our first award is going to go to the Innovative Company of the Year, and we've got a couple of videos of that we're going to show of who is in the category.
His motto is Eat Smart, Live Smart.
A local company is making it easier to eat better on the go.
It's called SmartBox. It's a vending machine that is full of smart choices. Action News' Alex Hill has our story, all new at 6.
This vending machine isn't like other vending machines. When you buy something in the SmartBox, you know it's healthy.
It's called the SmartBox, and don't expect to find any candy bars here. The company's motto is Eat Smart, Live Smart, and this is what they call a healthy vending machine.
We're filling a need in a growing $64 billion snack industry that is starting to offer healthier options.
Brandon Stallings is the company president. He came up with the idea of healthy vending in college and is seeing his concept continue to grow here in Jacksonville.
We've got more going out every day.
As word spreads, so do the machines. Dozens are out in the community already. And Stallings says this past week they shipped out 7 more.
Consumers are getting a lot smarter, so we're here to fill that need.
Instead of sodas, they offer Gatorade and water. Instead of candy bars, they offer Cliff Bars. Each machine carries food containing low fat, low sugar, and no high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, or hydrogenated oils. And if you want the fast facts on the item's nutrition, they have them ready before you buy, right here on a touch screen.
The product that we actually offer is doing something that's intrinsically good for society.
There are already 40 smart boxes in the market. The goal is to reach 100 by the end of the year. Reporting on the South Side, Alex Hill, CBS 47 Action News.
The company's planning to get smart boxes in schools soon. For more information about the company, head to our website, actionnewsjax.com. Click on the story.
Hello, my name is Dave Frederick. We're very honored to be nominated for the Innovative Company of the Year here in Jacksonville, Florida. I want to tell you a little bit about our company. The name of it is G2 ID Source. Started in 2009 with my good friend and partner, Terry Cochran. We started out with 2 employees, very small, worked very hard, put our lives and our hearts into it. And in 5 short years, we've grown to a 20-person firm. We've doubled our space from 4,000 square foot to almost 12. Did a Better Business Bureau plan, and we followed the plan pretty much to the letter. We asked advisors what we should do, and when the economy started going south in 2008, 2009, we were told to cut back and stay small. Well, we did everything wrong. We expanded, we grew, we gave people second chances. We have people working for us now that some wouldn't hire. Some are convicted felons, some are homeless. We gave them the opportunity to prove that there's more to life than just your past. G2 stands for the next generation, but in my case it stands for God first, everything else second. At G2 ID Source, we look at ourselves as being much more than a one-stop shop. We're solution providers. We're partners with our customers. When a customer comes to us with a package of what they're trying to do, everything from branding a product, to packaging itself, to putting the labels on, to shipping it, to tracking it, to doing cost analysis, G2 can help them with every step of this function. Your profit is our profit. We try to maintain it and help you to save money wherever you can. This is part of what we do.
Okay, and we've got a third nominee in this category who is Cowork Jax. So the nominees Smartbox G2 and Cowork Jax. And the winner of Innovative Company of the Year goes to, let's get this envelope, Smartbox. Woo! Yay! Congratulations! That's awesome.
Well, you know, it's funny because I was telling everybody this week we should decorate the office more. And this is one hell of a start. So, you know, while I'm up here, I'd just like to say thank you to the Smartbox team. I'm simply up here speaking for and representing the Smartbox team. Doing that joke. And I just want to say thank you very much. It's been an incredible year. You know, things like this happen because of you guys. Of course, I'd like to thank our customers too. You know, many of you are here tonight. Thank you for your attendance. And of course, thank you very much for giving us a chance and believing in us. I'd also finally want to give a special thanks to Entrepreneur Vendor Magazine for putting on such a show tonight.
Forget all your awards. All right, the next category is National Entrepreneur of the Year. And there's only one. There is only one winner here. We didn't have to nominate anyone else. The winner of National Entrepreneur of the Year is Brent Brown. Mr. Brown.
Welcome to Latitude Global's flagship location and the future of family entertainment centers, Latitude 30. At 50,000 square feet, Jacksonville's hottest new entertainment venue is massive. But to see all the options, you have to step inside. It includes an arcade with over 70 interactive video and redemption games, the Axis Bar with stage and dance floor, the Sunset 30 Tavern and Grill, a nouveau American casual dining restaurant that features fire-grilled entrees to the freshest seafood and handcrafted salads. Guests can sit in our main dining room at the Sunset Bar, or on our covered patio, or at our pizza bar. We also offer 3 different theaters, a 100-seat HD sports theater showing the biggest sports events being broadcast. Latitude Live, our 230-seat state-of-the-art performance theater, was designed expressly for live entertainment, including comedy, music, private and corporate events. The Cinegrill is a 100-seat 3D HD movie cinema with home theater-style seating with full dining service. After watching a movie or show, guests can head to our 20 high-tech luxury bowling lanes to play a game, enjoy a cocktail or culinary delight, or hang out at the heart of the venue, the Axis Bar, and dance the night away to the best DJs and bands and shows for over 1,000 fans. Latitude 30 also hosts private social and corporate events from 15 to 2,000 guests. The concept has already won multiple awards and has been nominated for Bowling Venue of the Year by Brunswick Bowling. A few words from CEO Brent Brown.
We are constantly referred to as the next generation entertainment center. We couldn't be more pleased with Latitude 30 and are excited to bring our Latitude concept to many more cities as we expand. Experts believe that Latitude will be the new standard in luxury entertainment.
Latitude Global, 360 degrees of endless entertainment.
Awesome. Brent could not be here with us tonight, but he is the CEO chairman of Latitude Global. So he was the big winner of the National Entrepreneur of the Year. Big congrats to him. Okay, yeah, the next award, Business of the Year with more than $1 million in profit. I'm going to say the three that are in this category, and that includes Prudential Network Realty. We also have Remedy Intelligence. Staffing. And then Brightway Insurance as well.
The Brightway Way is a whole new approach to insurance.
More choices.
We shop the market for you, and that saves you money.
It's more than coverage, it's confidence.
It's offices that are designed for taking care of customers. We call it the insurance agency reinvented.
I became a Brightway agent after several years with another insurance company, and there's just no comparison to Brightway's innovative approach.
Our agents can be their best because we've got the best team behind them.
And they're not just people. They're quality-driven, highly trained, passionate insurance professionals.
They're helping people make better decisions about their futures, and they've helped us create something special all across our state and beyond.
At Brightway, we've changed the way people feel about their insurance.
I love it.
The process gives you the confidence you should have when you buy insurance. We started with our new house, and it was so good, we switched our cars over too.
It feels good to feel smart about a purchase.
What we're really doing is empowering people, our customers and our agents. Our agents and our customers feel the difference. We're giving them the confidence they deserve.
All right, so Business of the Year award goes to this year, David Miller, Brightway Insurance. Who knew? The only video, right?
Good evening. I imagine you could tell from the video that I'm not David Miller. My name's Tallman Howard. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Brightway Insurance. I want to thank everyone here tonight, especially our host. We are honored to receive this award. At Brightway, we are very thankful and proud of the support and recognition we've received as our business continues to grow. We would not be the success we are today without Jacksonville and the Northeast Florida business community. David is away on business, and I like to call him a serial entrepreneur. Something came up earlier in the week. Our goal is to expand our business nationwide. I came on to join and to do that effort, and we want to thank you for supporting us. We look forward to growing a national brand as we revolutionize the insurance industry and the retail consumer experience with the Brightway value proposition. For Northeast Florida, this means more jobs and opportunities. Brightway sees Northeast Florida as our foundation, and we're here. We're going to get bigger, we're going to get better. All roads will lead back to Jacksonville as we continue to grow, and we look forward to helping the Northeast Florida community be part of our success. Your success is our success. Thank you.
Awesome, congratulations. All right, the next award is going to go to Small Business of the Year. And again, we've got three companies in this category. We've got Jersey Mike Sub. We also have Staff Time and Harper Law Firm. Okay. And the winner this year goes to K. Harper Williams.
Okay, I'll start the video. Hold on.
The Harper Law Firm focuses on catastrophic auto accident cases, wrongful death, and negligent security matters. What sets us apart is client service. The number one complaint attorneys get is lack of communication or contact with their clients. It's also the number one bar complaint. All of my clients know me by name. They call me Kay, not Attorney Harper. They speak to me on a regular basis, and we know what's going on not only with their case and perhaps their recovery, but what's going on in their lives. We are helping people through perhaps the most difficult and catastrophic time of their life. They have suffered catastrophic injuries, they've lost a loved one. We focus on providing security and peace of mind to our clients during that time. It's one thing to be competent, but an attorney should also care, and we do. Not only do our clients matter to us, but this community matters. At the Harper Law Firm, we do community outreach through volunteerism and philanthropic efforts. We've participated in food drives, giveaways during the holidays and at specific times during the year. We adopt less fortunate families. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter were some recent holidays where we definitely made an effort to support smaller nonprofit organizations that still make a difference nonetheless. These are organizations that don't have a multi-million-dollar budget, but they're out there in the community making sure that those who have less are able to get through the holidays and provide for their children. This past Easter, we supported an organization that made an effort to make sure that little girls had Easter dresses and Easter baskets for the kids. We've also supported an organization that gives away turkeys and hams at the holidays. At the Harper Law Firm, we focus on helping injured people every day.
Great. So Kay Harper Williams can be with. Yep. All right, here she comes, live and in person. I knew she had her fan section over here as well.
Good evening. I'd like to say thank you to Entrepreneurs Anchor and Attell for nominating, I'm not sure how I got nominated actually, but for finding me and my law firm fit to receive this award. I'd like to thank my staff who works very hard, who puts up with me, and sometimes my relentless work effort, which, you know, as an entrepreneur, most of you guys know, that our work effort, you know, our work ethic may not be exactly the same as the people that may work for us, but, and I have to remember that other people have lives and families too. But I'd like to thank my family and my husband for allowing me to work relentlessly to achieve my goals, to work hard, and not, you know, have to come home at 5 o'clock and fix dinner every day. So, but more importantly, I'd like to thank Jacksonville as a whole, because my work and, you know, efforts, networking and marketing and all of that would not matter if this city did not embrace me the way that it has. So I've met so many great people, and my client base has expanded tremendously in a very short period of time, and I'm just so very grateful to the city of Jacksonville for that, and I look forward to providing tremendous legal service in the future and making the Harper Law Firm a law firm that the city can be proud of. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kay. All right, next award is going to go to Customer Focus of the Year. And then we've got 3 again in this category. The first nominee is 21st Oncology, MCCI Medical Group, and then also Jacksonville Total Care.
My name is Dr. Chidi Uche. I've been practicing medicine for the last 20 years. I graduated from medical school in Nigeria in 1992. I then moved over to London, England, where I did a residency in family medicine. Moved to the United States in 2000. I was one of the on-board medical directors for Carnival Cruise Line. I did that for 4 years. I then did a second residency in family medicine in Columbus, Georgia. Finished in 2007. Then I moved to Jacksonville, Florida. Worked as a hospitalist up until late 2008, where I started my own hospital school, close to Florida Hospitalist. Did that in conjunction with outpatient medicine as well. In late October 2011, I then moved away from hospital medicine and started Jacksonville Total Care Medical Center. Started up, built a building from the ground up in the Arlington area. I thought Arlington was an area that used to be thriving in Jacksonville, and I thought it's an area to kind of bring back to life. So I thought, invest there. Built a building from the ground up. I think what sets me apart from other physicians is I decided to come to an area that I thought needed to grow further. I base my medical practice on one-on-one. I try to give patients the best in terms of attention, whether they have insurance or not. I know that's a big area these days with the uninsured, new changes in healthcare. But we try to give everybody the best attention that we possibly can. I cover a whole host of areas. I do from pediatrics up to geriatrics, see newborns, adolescents, we do teenagers, young adults, older people as well. That being said, this is my first location, Jacksonville Total Care. We're located on 1126 University Boulevard. I'm looking to open further centers as time and funds permit. In order to spread the kind of medicine that I do. I see myself more as international because I was born in London, England. My dad's Nigerian. I trained in London, England, even though I did my university education in Nigeria. When I worked with Carnival Cruise Line, I traveled the world, so I practiced medicine, seeing patients from all over the world, celebrities and so on. Been in the Caribbean for a while, been down in Australia for a while as well. So I see myself as more international, so I think I can bring a lot to the community with my international experience, not just a tunnel vision of one kind of medicine, tropical medicine, community medicine, and so on and so forth. So that's my vision for this practice.
And the winner for Customer Focus of the Year goes to 21st Century Oncology. Congratulations! Woo-hoo. You got all the way in the back, weren't you?
We didn't have his video because of the office.
Well, I'd like to certainly thank Entrepreneur Anchorage for honoring us with this award. One of the things that 21st Century Oncology believes in is a healthy community, starting from prevention all the way to a cure. And that's one of the things that 21st Century had brought to the Jacksonville area, creating a multidisciplinary program that can match any and rival any around the nation. We appreciate this award. Thank you very much.
Okay, now the next category is Nonprofit of the Year. We also have 3 in this category. We've got Hubbard House, Wounded Warrior Projects, and Daniel Memorial.
time. I try to be real good so nothing bad will happen. I'm alone a lot. Sometimes I pretend I am invisible.
Kids like me need a family to be in, or somebody to take care of them.
I was living in empty warehouses on the streets around my high school.
I picked out safe places to sleep during the day, and I made sure I never slept too soundly at night.
In the face of trauma like this, it's only natural that children develop a wide range of issues that require specialized care to heal. Without professional help, these kids can suffer from lifelong emotional and behavioral problems that will not only hurt their chances for happy lives, but may even lead them to repeat the cycle of harmful actions that they have endured. Fortunately, Daniel has helped local children in crisis for more than 125 years. We offer abused and at-risk children refuge and counseling, provide foster and adoptive homes, and help homeless youth find housing and jobs, and so much more. Yet the best way to explain what Daniel does is in terms of a real Daniel youth. Meet Robert. For the first 9 years of his life, all Robert knew was physical and sexual abuse. Then his parents' rights were terminated, and he was removed from the only home he'd ever known. From there, he bounced from foster home to foster home, because time after time, families became overwhelmed by the emotional and behavioral issues resulting from his abuse and returned him to the system. Finally, Robert was brought to Daniel. Specializing in caring for the highest risk children, the professionals at Daniel's Residential Care Center stepped in to change Robert's life by providing a stable environment, intensive counseling, and round-the-clock care from a team of people that refused to give up on him. By age 14, Robert improved enough to move to Daniel's therapeutic group home, where, for the first time since he entered the foster care system, he was able to attend a community school. He was also paired with a Daniel mentor. With the support and guidance of the team at Daniel and his mentor, Robert progressed to a therapeutic foster home, where he was officially adopted by his new forever family. Today, Robert is completing his junior year of high school, has received a scholarship to learn the auto mechanic trade, and is living a good life that without Daniel would not have been possible. Robert is just one of the thousands of children Daniel has helped.
Being at Daniel helped me with my family.
Without Project Prepare, I don't think I would have graduated high school, much less even being here today. I wouldn't have had any friends or family that would have even noticed that I was gone.
Being in the family means a lot to me. I feel safe at night and I have people to talk to.
Without Daniel Memorial, they gave me my person back. You know, I lost all my pride and all happiness and faith in myself when I became homeless, and they gave all that back. They gave the confidence back, and now I'm proud of who I am, and I love myself, and that's a lot to say.
All right, 3 awesome nonprofits. And the winner for Nonprofit of the Year, Daniel Memorial. Congratulations.
On behalf of the 220 kids, our staff that we have, and on behalf of the 1,750 kids that we're serving as of today, and all the sponsors such as Miller Electric and the Stallings family, we want to say thank you. We could not do the things that we do without community support. for over 125 years, we've been doing that. So for everybody here, for the magazine, we greatly appreciate this honor. Thank you.
Congratulations. All right, the next category. Yep. Oh, this is it? Oh, okay. We have one nominee, right? Business of the Year. And this is Business of the Year with more than 1,000% growth in the last 3 years. All right, so we don't have these three? Yeah. Okay. Someone didn't come to rehearsal earlier today. All right, so we do have three in this category for Business of the Year with more than 1,000% growth, and it's auto recycling. We've got Transtar Transportation. You got to see this guy's handwriting; it's great. Transtar Transportation and Enterprise Integration.
Transtar has a very unique beginning. It started May 24th, 1986, out of a spare bedroom in a little community here in Orlando called Orla Vista. It was born from an idea that quality service is what would set us apart from all of the limousine companies. We just expanded to a 40 bus operation serving the Walt Disney World complex, and with a growth of about 50% in our cab division, and our newest company, which is Star Parking Solution, which operates now at 2 malls here in Orlando and for private events, looking to expand that, not just for valet parking, but for event parking, such as Super Bowls, All-Star, Olympics, so on and so forth. The intent is to create a total company that our customer in the hospitality industry can make one phone call and have all their needs met. That's our goal, that's our mission. And with the help of my employee and my customers, we are looking forward to exceeding, not just meeting that goal, but exceeding it.
Excellent. All right, Business of the Year is awarded to Robert Gay, Transtar Transportation Group. Big congratulations there.
Unfortunately, Robert Gay could not be here this evening. Ian Merchant is Director of Operations. But on behalf of Robert Gay and Transtar Transportation Group, we'd like to thank Entrepreneur Anchor Magazine. It's an honor to receive this award. Thank you.
It turns out Mr. Gay was actually busy making money and doing business. Couldn't be here, right? All right, so this is going to be our last of the regular awards, and this is National Growth Company of the Year. And we do only have one nominee. Yes, National Growth Company of the Year. All right, and the nominee, Jacksonville Wealth Builders. And guess who the winner is? Jacksonville Wealth Builders. Congratulations. Come on down.
Hey guys.
Claim your prize.
Alex Bacchus with Jacksonville Wealth Builders. I'd like to thank Entrepreneur Anchor Magazine for considering us for the Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Jacksonville Wealth Builders is a real estate investment company that provides passive real estate investments for its investor clients. So instead of somebody investing money in the stock market, they can invest it with us, and we're going to make them more money with it. At least that's the idea anyways. And what we do with that money is we buy foreclosed houses, distressed houses, fix them up, put tenants in them, and then make our clients money with the rental income from those properties. We've been in business in Jacksonville for 7 years, and we've had a pretty great track record of making money for our clients over that time period. We've gotten a couple awards. We were named to the Inc. 500 list last year. We were the 12th fastest growing real estate company in the country and the number 362nd fastest growing company overall. And we've gotten some other local awards, been named in a couple publications around town. But just to give you some insight in our business, I'd like to talk about the 2 awards that we've been most proud of so far. Hopefully we can add Entrepreneur of the Year to that list. But the 2 awards we've been most proud of is the Best Places to Work Award. Last year we were named one of the best places to work in Jacksonville. And we're really proud of that because of our team. You know, we're a company that's really built around our team culture, and all the people on our team, we have about 25 employees now, are really what drives everything that we do and how we're able to be successful and make money for our clients. So we're really proud of that one. And the other one that we're really proud of is 904 Magazine named us one of the companies of heart because of all we do in the community. So one thing that we do that helps out our team and the community is we give all of our employees a half day once a month to do a team building activity, which is normally something like volunteering at Habitat and building a house or reading to kids in schools. And so, you know, that's something that we're really big on, is giving back to the community for all that it's given to us. So just to wrap it up, I'd really like to thank Entrepreneur Anchor Magazine one more time for considering us the Entrepreneur of the Year Award. And thanks a lot.
Thank you guys. Just really like to thank Entrepreneur Anchor Magazine for the award. It's truly an honor. And really like to thank my team. We have an amazing team at Jacksonville Wealth Builders that really enables us to do what we do and make money for our clients. So I'd really like to thank them. Oh, can you guys give them a hand? Give them a hand. We definitely wouldn't be here without them. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
And he mentioned he's hiring. They have some job openings as they're continuing their growth. All right, so we just have a couple of more awards that we're going to give away, but we're going to take a short break. And then we're going to give away our special awards, which are 2, the Military Service and Lifetime Legacy. So enjoy your dessert, coffee, and we'll be back in a sec.
My name is Clark Burton. I'm with Legal Shield. I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield. We offer legal plans and identity theft to your family, small business, and we also do voluntary employee benefits. We're here to help out Entrepreneur Magazine and watch the award of Mr. Wally Lee in his Lifetime Award today.
Good evening. My name is Andrew III. I'm the co-owner of Rebellion Pest Control Incorporated, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. I am delighted to be here at the 2nd annual Masters of the Industry Awards dinner banquet, and I'm a guest of one of the honorees, Kay Harper of the Harper Law Firm. She's a very good friend of mine, and I'm very happy to be here to support her, and I can't wait to see her get this award this evening. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jay Bass. Mary Taylor. We're with Comcast Business. We're very excited to be here supporting Entrepreneurs Magazine on the 2nd annual event. We help a lot of companies, help startups, we help a lot of entrepreneurs get nice things so they can work on their
Rachel Valentine. I'm the owner of Rachel Valentine Consulting, where I'm a life coach, motivational speaker, and my recent published book is Bringing Down Walls. The book is about bringing down the walls that we have placed around us. What it tells you is how to get out of your own way. Each of us has built up an invisible fence, basically, that's keeping us in. We're keeping ourselves locked in and not allowing ourselves to get out. What we really want to do is bring those walls down so we can be a better person, so we can create a bigger life than what we already have, and be the person that God has created us to be.
Hello, my name is Laura Short, and I'm with Prudential Financial,
And what we're doing here tonight at the Masters of the Industry Awards is educating small business owners about the many things that Prudential has that can help them provide enhanced benefits for their employees. At Prudential, we help small business owners provide things such as health care, group life insurance, and retirement packages such as simple IRAs and 401k rollovers for their business. So there's a lot of value to what we do, and I encourage every business owner that's here to come and they owe it to themselves to sit down with us for a policy overview and see what ways we can help them out. I'm really enjoying the crowd here tonight, and I'm looking forward to the business that's to come.
My name is Jordan. I'm here with Goldwing Aviation. Goldwing Aviation is a company that was started between amongst two college buddies. I am part owner. Michael is the second owner. And what we are is an aircraft charter company here in Jacksonville, Florida. We specialize in executive travel and Bahama travel. We have a total of 3 airplanes, so we can hold up to 19 passengers. So if you're looking for a day trip, weekend trip, or you're looking to just to go to an executive meeting and come back the same day, that's what we do. We save you time. And here are some of the things that we're offering. We're offering to the Bahamas round trip for $550 per person. Here is one of the aircraft that we currently are offering. It's a Pilatus PC-12, executive seating, 8 passengers. This event was sponsored by Entrepreneur Anchor. We became members of this company maybe about a year ago, and since then our business have grown. We have met different clients, different business owners that have the same focus as we have, and that's growing our business.
All right, so we're going to give a special award, and this special award is going to go to military service.
Oh God, military service.
My military background, I grew up here in Jacksonville, in Atlantic Beach and Ponte Vedra Beach. I enlisted into the Marine Corps as a private. My MOS was an electrician and a heavy machine gunner. Graduated out of Parris Island, and at MOS school I picked up Lance Corporal. I ended up going overseas to Okinawa, Japan in 1985 to my first duty assignment. While I was there, I picked up Corporal. 1-year tour in Okinawa, Japan was completed, and I went back to went to North Carolina for my next duty assignment. We was helping to train the aviation MOSs to learn how to do infantry type work. I worked with Air Station, and where we went in and seized the land, built the land, then aircrafts came in and started landing on it and stuff like that. Went back to college, got my degree in aviation management, applied for the officers program, the enlisted commissioning program. I re-enlisted for another 4 more years, and I went to Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii. When I went to Hawaii, I was a sergeant, so I became a section leader and then a platoon sergeant. I was accepted for the enlisted commissioning program. After being accepted for that, because I was training to either go force reconnaissance or become an officer, I selected to go and become an officer. And I had an MOS of SPLY, which is I get everything in for the units that they need. Once I made captain, became a logistics officer. So the Marine Corps was going from 275,000 forces strong down to 175, so I got caught up in that. So I joined the United States Marine Corps Reserve Unit in Albany, Georgia, and I was the headquarters and service platoon commander. But because I finished my college on active duty, I got a regular reserve commission. So with that reserve commission and the drawdowns of forces, I was patted on the back and was told thanks for 11.5 years of service. From there, I went to 29 Palms, California. I became what they call a regimental SPLY officer for 7th Marine Regiment, where I worked for, at that particular point in time, Colonel Mattis, who is now General Mattis. From there, went to Parris Island, became a series commander as a Mustanger, that's what I was called, who started out in the enlisted ranks and worked their ways to the officer's rank. I was considered a Mustanger, and so I wanted to go back to Parris Island, where it all began for me, and I began helping to train civilians into the Marine Corps. I would pick up major, and I was transferred to the permanent personnel side as the executive officer, which is second in command, and I had 875 Marines and sailors that worked for me within the headquarters and service battalion. From there, I went back to Okinawa, Japan in 2001, September 11th, and from there I was assigned as 3rd Marine Division Supply Officer for in Okinawa, Japan. And so we began planning and getting ready to deploy our units to fight in the Operations Enduring Freedom. We also started Operation Iraqi Freedom. So during that period of time, in 2003, we did a PSYOPS operations in the Asian Pacific area in reference to terrorism. I was doing the tsunami relief effort of 2004 and 5, the big one that hit the Asian Pacific area. It was my responsibility to bring everything into Utapao, Thailand, then shipped it all over the Asia Pacific area. Then from there, 5 days after completing that operation, I was deploying to my second combat tour in Iraq, where I would be signed to 3rd COSCOM. 3rd COSCOM is an Army unit, and then from there we began convoy operations at that particular point in time. During my short stint there, we would lose 5 Marines. After the second combat tour, I was asked to, because my units were in Okinawa, Japan, I was asked to come through Jacksonville first. My parents were in bad shape, so I was up for Lieutenant Colonel for promotion. Between that time and till the time I got back to Okinawa, Japan, I made a decision of going ahead and running my actual retirement. I get back to my unit in Okinawa. They're happy with my performance, and they asked me what my intentions were. I needed to go home and take care of my parents. And I began my transition out of the military. Came back here to Jacksonville, Florida, where I grew up. I did what every veteran does once they complete their time in service, be it 4 years or be it 15 or be it 30 or 40. I came back here and began networking. My first opportunity was to be an adjunct professor for the University of Phoenix, because I finished my master's and I was halfway through a PhD in my education. So with the tsunami relief effort, I put my PhD on hold. My first opportunity for employment was an adjunct professor with the University of Phoenix. Then my second one would be...
All right, and the winner for military service, big congratulations to David Moorfield. Mr. Moorfield. We wanted to hear you say all that in person.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not much on speaking, and I apologize if I get a little bit emotional before I bring a conclusion to this. I would like to thank my Heavenly Father for allowing me to be here this evening. I know of 5 times that I should not be here at all to be able to talk to you. I would like to thank the American people for supporting us while we're away from our families and away from our home country. We'd be proud to serve and protect our lives and willing to lay down our lives without a doubt. But we try to do it a little bit different. We try to take out as many of the other people as humanly possible so we can come back home and live another day. For the ladies here this evening, I want to tell you thank you very much for that unique opportunity that you do for us, and that is to be able to raise children because less than 1% of the population in the United States protected from a foreign invader. I'd like to thank Entrepreneur Anchor Magazine for recognizing me for my service. I also like to thank the Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce for their abilities to be able to allow a veteran like myself to come back here to learn, to grow, and to establish a business that was made off of a promise that I made to our Marines and sailors on the battlefield. When I joined the B team, that's the retired team, I would still figure out a way to support you and take care of you and your family while you continue on the service. I also like to thank the Vietnam veterans. If there's any still here, will you please stand up for a second? Hold on there. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask these veterans to stand in recognition for one thing, for our country to give back to them what they should have received when they came home. Because my homecoming, when I came back home out of my second combat tour, was a hell of a lot better than what they received when they came back home from their combat tours. I can share with you this, though our veterans are in foreign countries fighting for us, we fight an intense battle every day. Imagine 19 hours a day, somebody's trying to blow you up or shoot at you. What's the difference between us and World War II is this. Ours is continually ongoing. The World War II veterans is periodic and sporadic. So imagine 7 months of your life not knowing if you're going to make it to your next meal. That's what we face. I also like to thank those who are serving on active duty, those who will go before us and after us as we serve. I'll leave you with two thoughts. Today, by the time we finish our entertainment tonight, 3 veterans have taken their own lives. That's one thought. But I'll tell you the most important thing on this aspect is this. Today, 2 people have died for you. One has died for your soul, and the other one has died for your way of life. And guess what they ask in return? Nothing but to live your life, in which represent those who gave their lives so you could live for free. When you're out there looking and you want to help us veterans as we return back, remember this. If you take me as an example, for 23 and a half years I served and fought for our freedom. Now I have come home to start to live the dream that we have been living ever since we've been serving. I also like to thank the Wounded Warrior Project for what they do for us veterans as we come back home. Wally, I thank you very much for your leadership and through the chamber and everything like that, sir.
Okay, one more special award, and this is Lifetime Legacy.
At this time, I will ask Chairman of the Board from Miller Electric, Ron Artry, to come up stage to present the award to the Lifetime Achiever.
I think we need a couple of other people. The envelope, please. The Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Mr. Wally Lee, recently retired President and CEO of the Jacksonville Chamber. Wally Lee created the opportunities and programs that created business and new entrepreneurs. He created business for those new entrepreneurs. He created opportunities and training programs for the second stage of those businesses. He created and recruited large companies to North Florida to create even more opportunity and employment for all of us. Mr. Wally Lee, congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Award.
Wally Lee ran the chamber in Jacksonville for over 2 decades, and I worked with him when I was in City Hall for 12 years and worked with him extensively during that time.
I look back over 20 years Wally's been in town. I remember when he came. Many or most of the good things that have happened in my town over those last 20 years, Wally's been a part of.
Wally Lee has been a real mentor, a friend, and a community leader.
Someone who cares deeply about the city of Jacksonville, someone who cares deeply about his family.
He's been consistent year over year as a chamber leader, taking on new boards and new chamber chairs each year.
He engenders trust among people, and because of that, he is a true change agent.
Pretty much anytime I've ever gone to a chamber conference and people find out I'm from the Jacksonville Chamber, everyone comments, oh, I know Wally, and his reputation definitely precedes himself in a very good way.
Jacksonville, you know, before he came, we really had a bit of an inferiority complex. We had not the eclectic mix of jobs we have now, not the higher wage industries that we had now.
Wally had a way of lowering the rhetoric and helping people to work together.
We had some very difficult times with the local judge, and Wally was out front in terms of the racial healing, in terms of bridging the gap.
We had a series of initiatives with the school board and with the superintendent. Wally went away and came back to me a week later saying it's uncool to miss school. And that was what we went out with as a tag, and I think we conquered something like 85% of the absentee group in class, in the chair, on the first day of school.
The Women's Business Center has thrived under the leadership of Sandy Bartow. Wally's role is one of executive leadership, and he provided the backstop for Sandy to go after new programs. He provided the confidence to her and developed her leadership skills as she took on the challenges that the Women's Business Center presented.
Wally was the one who got dragged into Jack's Biz. Even though he may not have been a supporter to begin with, he was open to listening to it, he learned about it, and now he's a great supporter and been a great leader in Jack's Biz.
You know, we took about 1.5 years to develop the Better Jacksonville plan before we announced it. And at some stage in there, we got involved with the chamber because we wanted the chamber's endorsement. So Wally was recognized what it could do for the community and helped us sell it to each of the area's chambers. The chamber endorsed it and put a lot of people to work. Really, we didn't even really feel the 2001 recession in Jacksonville because of it.
Every year, the people change and the way they do business changes. So Wally manages to mold himself to your style and build a partnership and a collaboration that works for both of you.
He not only helped to create one of the strongest chambers of commerce in America, but he did so with a sense of inclusion.
He really puts a high priority on just walking the floor, making sure that he's out there, he's talking to his employees, he's kind of cutting up with them a little bit, and asking them how their day was, how their families are, and building that personal relationship with each and every employee so that everybody feels important and like they're a part of the team.
He provides an atmosphere where you're really encouraged to be creative and to try new things, and I think that's allowed us to become a much better organization.
One of his greatest legacies will be his team building and the staff that he's put together at the chamber. He's going to leave behind an organization that will continue his success and continue his vision.
Jacksonville is a much better place because of the integrity of the chamber and the sense of fair play and justice and understanding that Wally brought to his work.
Wally, thank you not only for being a friend and a mentor, but also for including all opinions and interests in our community so that we will be a stronger community for it.
Wally, thank you for genuinely caring about me and others. You have had a great impact on so many people's lives by helping them laugh and creating a great work environment.
I want to thank you for friendship. You've always picked up the phone on the other end. You've given me unvarnished advice, and I think that's gone both ways. I just want you to know I appreciate it.
Thank you for everything you've done for all this many years, and Jacksonville will always be better for it.
Wally, I want to thank you for being you. I want to thank you for what you've given the city of Jacksonville, what you've given the Jacksonville Chamber of Commerce. And I want to thank you for being my friend.
Well, I'm humbled by this award. I hope it's just a Lifetime Achievement Award because I have a whole lot of living left to go, I pray to the good Lord. I want to thank all the people who were on the video and the nice things they said. I thank Ron for his wonderful introduction, and throughout my life and career for these 65 years, to whatever degree I've experienced success and achievement, it's been because of several groups of people that have been with me throughout my life. One is my family, represented here tonight by my lovely and beautiful and very intelligent, smarter than I can ever be, wife. Allison, wave to the crowd. Another group, of course, in my chamber career would be the members that have allowed me to serve them throughout my years in the chamber leadership roles. And they're represented here by many of you tonight, certainly by Clark Burton with Legal Shield, who's been a stalwart of the Jacks Chamber. Thank you, Clark. And by Ron Autry, a stalwart of chamber leadership. Lathan Brigman, a wonderful member. Andrew Russell, a wonderful member. And many of you here tonight who are members, have been, and will continue to be members of the Jacks Chamber. And of course, for my entire career, I have been undergirded and supported by a remarkable group of professionals who have had the rather dubious honor of making, or trying to make, and usually they succeeded, making me look good when that was extremely difficult. And Anna Valent, thank you. Anna and I will continue to work together. We're 50-50 partners, so she's now getting kind of sassy with me. No, she says no, but you know, she's beginning to boss me around a little bit. But thank you, everyone. Thanks to Entrepreneur Anchor Magazine. And thank you to my friends, my wife, my extended family, my members, and everyone in Jacksonville. I love this city and going to continue to work and live and support Jacksonville for many years to come, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Thank you very much.
I know many of you have your ticket stubs, so let's get your ticket stubs out. We got some wonderful door prize giveaways. And I apologize, I forgot during the sponsorship time to mention Prudential Laura Short. Once again, let's give her a round of applause for being a vendor sponsor. Prudential Laura Short. So we got some great door prizes giveaway. We got some Jaguar Club seats. So get those we got like 3 or 4 of those prizes. So get your ticket stubs out. We got some first items here. A golf umbrella and portfolio from Community First Credit Union. Now, should you be present, Dwayne, you think? Because I know a lot of people left. 656-385. We have a winner. All right, good. Another portfolio and golf umbrella from Community First, 656-378. 443. Hopefully it's not going to be a long evening. All right. One more gift from Community First Credit Union. 656-381. Okay, great. This is for some IMAX tickets at Golf World Village. 656-364. All the way in the back there, okay. Amex. The next door prize is from Jones and Rose, Bath Oils. Owner is Christy Jones. 656-459. She's local here in Jacksonville, and she makes all of her products locally here. Gift certificate from AJ Reese Clothers, I believe it's $50, located at the Jacksonville Landing. 656-442. Great, all right. This is River City Limousine. This is a 6-hour drive, 8 passengers. This gentleman told me this is a $900 value. 656-481. Got a winner? Call that number there, ask for a gentleman named Steve, and he would tell him you got this special here at the Hyatt, Masters of the Industry. Now these are some wonderful door prize tickets to Jacksonville Jaguar game. This is a great one. When I saw Andrew, would you please stand up from the Jacksonville Jaguars? This is 2 on-field passes. Andrew, that means they go on the field, right? Go on the field. And Andrew mentioned that this value package is up to $3,000 value for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Are you guys ready for some good football? 656-501 for 2 on-field passes to the Jacksonville Jaguar game. Yeah. And these are 2 club seats to the Jacksonville Jaguar game. $656-507. Andrew, you had an autographed football too, right? Who's the football player? Who? Andre Brand? Brand. We have an autographed football. Is the football outside at your table? Hopefully it's there, right? 656-506. Okay, Jackson. You want to throw it? Okay, there you go. Oh. Set it too high, huh? But we know the receivers catch better than the Jags. Okay. All right, we're going to switch it up. We got a gift basket for Sykes and Stowe Auto Body. Here's the gift basket, 656-361. Clark Burton gave us a gift door prize for Made Madness mixer at the Budweiser plant. Thank you, Clark from Legal Shield. 656-495. 656-382. Okay. We got 2 more prizes. This is the keys to one of the Orange Park Cadillac Escalade. No, I'm joking there. I mean, boy, I know the owner, if he brought back just one car, he would say, what happened to my car? So I know everybody was pulling out the ticket there. Okay, check out Orange Park Cadillac when you leave. They got 2 vehicles by the water fountain. Once again, Andrew, I thank you for these gifts. 2 terrace suites for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 terrace seats. Andrew, what's the value of this ticket here? $1,400, around $1,400. I hope you guys don't sell this. 100% profit, right? $656-373. 2 terrace suite seats. Okay, all right. All right, look. 656-510. Well, I appreciate everybody coming out this evening. My name is Michael Cobb. I'm the sales director for Entrepreneur Anchor. I appreciate, once again, this is a great event. I appreciate everybody taking time out of a busy schedule to honor all of these fine men and women. Let's give them a round of applause. In a few minutes, I want all the award winners to come behind me and take pictures. And if you need any advertising opportunity, I'm the person to see. I got to put a plug in. This issue of Wally Lee should be coming out next week. So look for it throughout Jacksonville. And you can also view the magazine online, and also have a mobile app as well. So once again, we appreciate you coming out. We're taking pictures to the far left where it says Entrepreneur Anchor. And what I try to do next year, I try to get Orange Park Cadillac to give away one of those vehicles. How you guys like that? That'd be good. I don't know how far I have to twist his arm. But once again, I appreciate everybody coming out this evening. And once again, we want to take our last photo and look for us online. And I thank all the winners and participants. Have a safe drive home. Good night.